you have your reading, please pull it out. Let's look at 63. I'm going to look at the first part here. For the master, the rule of war on the unleashing of the attack of the sons of light against the company of the sons of darkness, the army of Belial, against the band of Edom, Moab, and the sons of Ammon, and against the army of the sons of the east and the Philistines, and against the bands of the Kittim and the Kittim of Assyria and their allies, the ungodly of the covenant. So this book starts out at the beginning. There's one side and there's the other side. There's the sons of light and the sons of darkness. Let's skip the next paragraph and let's look at the next one that starts with the king. The king of Kittim shall enter into Egypt, and in his time he shall set out a great wrath to wage war against the kings of the north. For this text, the apocalypse is going to be oriented around a literal war, a literal battle, right? There's going to be a fight. Not all forms of apocalypticism have this literal battle, but this one does. That his fury may destroy and cut the horn of Israel. This shall be a time of salvation for the people of God, an age of dominion for all the members of his company, and of everlasting destruction for all the company of Belial. So, right? What's going to be for the sons of light? What did I just read? Yeah. Salvation when the battle comes, and for the sons of darkness, destruction. Skip down a couple lines. There's a sentence that begins the dominion. The dominion of the Kittim shall come to an end. Right? The evil side is going to come to an end, and all iniquity shall be vanquished. Evil will be conquered, leaving no remnant, meaning that there will be no piece of evil left. A remnant is like a tiny little last piece. There will not be a remnant. Every piece of evil will be wiped out. And the sons of righteousness shall shine over all the ends of the earth. They shall go on shining until all the seasons of darkness are consumed. The sons of light are going to destroy every last bit of the sons of darkness. There is, if you see on 164, well, much of this is kind of a description of how the battle is going to go down. And it's kind of difficult to understand the significance of some of these things, but in part, what do you remember? Like, how is the battle going to go down? What do you remember from the reading? Some of the features. Jim?
Didn't it say there was just going to be like carnage everywhere?
There's going to be carnage. What else? What does the text tell us? In part, there are commands about how the battle should be waged. What does it tell us?
Like the years-wise? Like separate different years?
In part, it says, this is going to happen in this year, this is going to happen in that year. So there's a little bit of a timeline about when it's going to go down. Yes, good. What else? Right, there's descriptions about how the people in the battlefront are going to divide themselves, right? The priests are going to do this group is going to do that, this other group is going to do this other thing. So it tells them how to divide themselves and prepare themselves when going into battle. Some of the groups are going to be doing a lot of blowing trumpets. Do you remember about blowing trumpets? And they're blowing trumpets like the whole time during the whole war. So there's these instructions about how you're going to go about it. There are descriptions about who can go. Look on page 170. There are instructions saying you have to be of this certain age to go. You have to be a male. No boy or woman shall enter their camps. So there's instructions about who can go and who cannot. There's instructions about what they will wear, particularly for the priests. If you look at the last paragraph on 170, when the battle formations are marshaled facing the enemy, formation facing formation, 7 priests of the sons of Aaron shall advance from the middle gates to the place between the formations. They shall be clothed in vestments of white cloth of flax, in a fine linen tunic and fine linen breeches. And it goes on, right? What do you have to wear in preparation for the battle? You already know. How's it going to end? Yeah, you know that the sons of light are going to win, right? The end of the battle is not in question. It may be a rough battle, but you already know the conclusion. The sons of light are going to win. And if you look on page 181, right? Do not fear. Do not be afraid. It may suck in the meantime while we're getting our butts whooped for part of it, but do not worry because you know how the end is going to come out. If you look on the, I don't know, about just a fifth of the way down, there's that paragraph that starts, "Be strong and fear not." Be strong and fear not, for they tend towards chaos and confusion, and they lean on that which is not and shall not be. Right? The people on the bad side, they don't have God to lean on. The sons of light do have God to lean on. To the God of Israel belongs all that is and shall be. He knows all the happenings of eternity. This is the day appointed by him for the defeat and overthrow of the prince of the kingdom of wickedness, and he will send eternal succor to the company of his redeemed by the might of the princely angel of the kingdom of Michael. It goes on, right? You know who's going to win because God is on our side, not on their side. So don't be afraid. And if you look on 182, kind of ends with this poetic passage. Rise up, O Hebrew. Lead off thy captives, O glorious one. Gather up thy spoils, O author of mighty deeds. Lay thy hand on the neck of thine enemies, and thy feet on the pile of the slain. So if Anthony's on the bad side, I'm going to have my hand on your neck, holding you down. And my feet are going to be on a pile of your brothers. This is the pile of all the dead, your friends and family, because you're on the sons of darkness. I got my foot on you, I've got my hand on your neck, and I'm like, ha ha ha, we're winning, we're killing you. Smite the nations, thine adversaries, and devour flesh with thy sword, right? You've got flesh on your body. I'm going to devour it with my sword. Hack it away. Fill thy land with glory and thine inheritance with blessing. Let there be a multitude of cattle in thy fields and in thy palaces, silver and gold and precious stones. So when we win and the kingdom of God is set up after the judgment, I'm going to get cattle. I'm going to get silver and gold and precious stones. O Zion, and Zion here is Jerusalem, rejoice greatly, rejoice all you cities of Judah. Keep your gates ever open that the hosts of the nations may be brought in. Right? We're basically, once we win this battle, we're going to be at the center of the universe. We're going to be like the United Nations. Everybody's going to want to come to us. Their kings shall serve you, and all your oppressors shall bow down before you. All those kings from the other nations, they're going to be coming to us and giving us stuff. They used to oppress us, now we can oppress them. They shall lick the dust of your feet. So I killed Anthony because he was on the Sons of Darkness, but Dana, you're one of these other people, you're going to lick the dust off my feet. That's how powerful we're going to be once the kingdom of God comes.